Hey everyone, this is Ken, and today we're going to be doing a tutorial on a realistic sheep farm. Now, as you can see in front of me, we have all these really cool colorful sheep, and what I love about this is the fact that you would never know that this is a fully automated system. Now, the whole point of this was to really make this look as natural and realistic as possible. The cool thing is you really don't see none of the redstone underneath. So let me explain to you more how this works. Now, once you shear each sheep, you're going to notice right away that the wool is going to fall on the floor. Now, the cool thing is it's actually going to disappear immediately, which is a plus, because what's happening is it's actually all getting picked up and transported into this chest in front of us. You see? Look at that, that's amazing. That's exactly what we want. We want a fully automated system that you really don't have to do much work. I mean, we really can't bypass the whole shearing part of it. But this is a really great way to have this kind of natural feel to it. Now, what we have here is a minecart system. Now, each minecart has a hopper inside, and they pick up the items from the top and really transport it into this small, pretty much item elevator. Now, this little system behind us actually indicates whether there's an item in the minecart, so that it could stop, drop off the item, and pretty much keep on going. Now, this is the basic materials we're going to use. We'll be needing a block of your choice, some droppers, a few hoppers, minecart hoppers, levers, power rails, regular rails, redstone dust, redstone torch, repeaters, comparators, a chest, some torch, and fence, for the sheep itself. Now, before we even start this build, make sure you have this layout. This is very important before we even start creating this. Now, we are creating a 10 sheep farm. So, of course, if you want it smaller, you could just modify it. Now, right over here, you're going to dig this whole thing about 1 block deep downwards. And from this point on the side, dig that as well. And you're going to delete this just like so. Now, place 2 droppers going upwards, a comparator on the side, a block in front of it, and on the side of it. Then you're going to place 1 repeater going forward, and 1 repeater going outwards, and 3 pieces of redstone dust, just like so. Then what I want you to do is place 3 hoppers going towards that bottom dropper. See, they all have to be facing that front direction. Perfect. Now, I want you to place 3 comparators, a block in front of it, a torch behind it, a repeater right on top going forward, and a block in front of those repeaters and behind it as well. Now, that's the bulk of it. That's pretty much the hard part. Now, at this point, you're going to place 1 power rail right across, and regular rails in front, and some power rails straight across to the end. Now, you don't have to use as many power rails. I personally like to use that, but pretty much your own judgment at this point. Now, what I like to do is go at least about 8 blocks forward and place a torch 2 blocks underneath with a block on top, because that's going to activate the power rails. But like I said, guys, you can really choose how much power rails or regular rails you want to really set this up. Now, there's some few facts you might need to know about this system. Now, rails act very funny depending if it's going north or south. Now, because they're right next to each other, make sure that all the rails are going only east or west, okay? Otherwise, trust me guys, laying down these tracks are going to be nearly impossible. Or trust me, a huge pain. So make sure before you set this up, you're facing the east and west direction. Okay, it's a common question and only get that. Now, right here at the end, you're going to place some levers right at that point, and you're going to activate it. Now, I like to use levers because they're easier to make, but the whole point is just to simply activate the power rail, so when they go to the corner, they'll pretty much bounce right back. But like I said, guys, make sure this design is facing east or west, otherwise it's going to be highly difficult to really design this. Fantastic. Now, once you lay down your tracks, we're going to go over here, right here to the front, And I want you to add one large chest on top. Then you're going to cover up this entire section right underneath, just to be on the safe side. And it kind of makes it really more discreet, to be honest. Then at this point, we're going to cover this top part. And this entire section here, you want to cover that up as well, because you want to make this look as discreet as possible. Fantastic. Now you're going to place your minecart hoppers right on top. Awesome. So they're going, and that's exactly what you want. Perfect. Now at this point, guys, we're going to pretty much just trim it up, okay? So we're just going to add some trimming to it, and at this point, you can really customize it to your own style. So I'm going to show you exactly what I did. It was pretty simple. I just kind of added some smooth stone all around. And what I like to do is just really make this look as natural as possible. I mean, I want to make this look super discreet. I mean, I did make one previously, but this is nothing to take away, just a different style and just a different way of looking at it. Now just make sure on top of those rails you do put grass, okay? Because sheep need that so they can regenerate their wool. Now at this point we're going to make the frame of the entire farm. So we added some cobblestone on the side, and you want to add some fence right across, okay? So each sheep is pretty much going to be living in a 3x3 area. And I'm also going to show you how easy it is to actually put the sheep inside the system, or inside this actually little fence area. And guys, it is super simple. Trust me. Fantastic. So once you have that laid out with a gap in between, we add about 3 spruce wood on each side. Now you want to at least extend that about 4 blocks in width and kind of create this nice little framework. And right out there on the edge, you want to add some stairs and just kind of wrap that all around twice. Now I personally like to add some glass and cover the entire top section up to really add that natural lighting to the whole style of it. Well, the whole design itself, you know. See? It's pretty nice. And what I also like to do is add a little bit of torches right on the fence just to give it that little extra touch. Perfect. Now let me show you guys how simple it is to really place a sheep inside. So once you have your sheep, make sure you have one piece of wool so they can follow you. Now you go inside to get them as close as possible, and you just kind of nudge them right inside perfectly. Then once they're in, you place your fence, and that's all you have to do. Now let's try this one more time. We're going to get our wheat, go right as close as possible, and pretty much the whole point is you want them to pretty much follow you, and you want to push them right inside, and then cover it up instantly the second they walk in. Look at that. And it literally takes seconds just to do this. You don't need no extra materials. You don't need to make this super complicated. Just push them in slowly, and they'll fit perfectly nice in that 1 block area. Fantastic. Now once you've done that, you are good to go, guys. I want to thank everybody for watching. If you could please leave a comment and subscribe. Thank you.